Alright, we're in Kissena Park in Queens, Flushing. Look at that terrible field. Every field around here looks like this. I don't understand why. Taxed into poverty, but we can't take care of parks. That's New York. Alright, let's see where this leads. Trail off the beaten path. Not much activity so far. It's like 90 degrees.
Red.
Oh God. There's been more trash than people in this park. I don't understand where all the Mr. Softy cups came from. Good job, Mr. Softy. Sell cones. Leave the cups at home. So this is like a path to nowhere. There are no rocks to fall over this time. What was that park in Brooklyn? We were by the water?
Quite a few, so I don't remember.
That one's still got to go up on YouTube. You haven't gotten to see it yet. Cuts off that way, or we can keep going straight? Fork in the road. Now let's go straight and then we can loop around.
So there's the fancy part which looks like Central Park, kind of.
Doesn't look like this?
No.
Holy cow,
There's like a pond and stuff.
They need
They
need a lawnmower over here. It's gonna be tech heaven. Oh, man. And this is right in the middle of Flushing, believe it or not.
Looks like something drove through there.
Oh yeah. Someone drove their car in here. Look at those tracks. That's definitely a car.
Each side.
Yeah. That's definitely a car. Smart.
Jump to the side if anything.
I'm not jumping in there. They could drive in there. Wind up covered in ticks. So that just loops around. See, it comes around this, around to here.
Oh, good.
There are baseball fields all hidden within this. That's pretty cool.
That's another entrance.
Let's see.
The street.
And that's where that path leads.
Yeah, the other one went over there, see?
Yeah, it comes around there. There's another fork. I think this one just goes over by the fields. Yeah.
That's where I entered from last time. I remember going through the field.
Oh yeah, look at that. Entrance right there. It's just some weird dude wandering. Half naked. That's why the camera went around the other way. I did not want to get banned off of YouTube for showing indecent materials or content. Dude was in his underwear. Oh, Lord have mercy. Ooh, I hear water.
That's, I think, the storm drains. There's big storm drains under.
We must see.
It's under now.
Okay, let's see what we can get.
Like, you need a crowbar to get into them, I think.
Alright, nothing with a crowbar, but let's just check down here, because it sounds like it's coming from this way. No crowbars, no forced entry. No breaking and entering. We do not condone or do such things.
I think it just went back to swimming.
Yeah. Can't get to the water, I guess. It goes up and around to the other park, yeah.
Look at tire.
Nice. That must have been here for a while. Look how deep that is. Oh, man. And this is nestled right in the middle of Flushing. It's crazy. Yeah, it sounds like it's right here. Yeah, there's
Not as good as that one.
Yeah, no thank you. Sounded like we were getting close.
Or is that just wind?
I think it's wind now, but before it, you could hear it. Right about it being underneath, but where do you... There's got to be an entering point somewhere.
Yeah, they're like those sewer things.
Yeah, probably shouldn't be crawling through a sewer.
No, it's not sewer, they're like storm drains, but it's dangerous because it fills up when it rains and stuff.
That tunnel in Astoria Park was filling up when we were in there.
That's different, so these are like, you have to climb down a ladder and stuff.
I haven't done that since high school. I'm out. Getting too old for that sort of thing.
They're giant, because they're built to drain this pond or something.
It's interesting.
That one tunnel in Astoria was built to drain streams that ran through Astoria.
We almost got stuck in the water. Holy hell. That started shooting out right as we were leaving. Luckily it wasn't that big. And I want sewage water all over me. It's one thing
I've fallen in there before.
Oh, that's so nasty. It's one thing that when we're climbing around in the mud, I could deal with that. Like this.
This is like, you see a lot like,
Yeah.
like pollen or something.
Yep. It's just covered in allergies. My eyes are already starting to slant up. I probably look like a crackhead. These things normally only grow on the water.
Swampy, I guess.
Yeah, it definitely feels swampy. That's why we're not going to go out into there. I don't want to sink. That'll ruin the day real quick. So then we'd wind up on the deep web or the dark web, because the camera would fall in and someone would find it years later. What happened to these hikers? Last seen in the swamplands of Flushing, Queens. That is phenomenal how giant those things are. Holy cow. Like, I want to get you in scale. That is nuts. This really is a path to nowhere. Boy. Another.
This is a concrete.
Yeah, that's odd. Was something here. Another veer off path. That one's been overgrown. There's another little path there. Holy crap, look at that pollen. That is just disgusting.
Look at that thing. Like roots or something.
Yeah, it's the roots of a tree that fell over. That's what it looks like. Do you see the body of it on the bottom there? That is craziness. This is a diesel tree. This one's about to come down. There must have been a building here of some sort. Keep finding pieces of the foundation.
There's a clown.
We already saw a half-naked dude. We don't need to see a clown running through here. Oh, the clown would have been less scary. Oh, that's a sweet Oriole.
That's a robin.
It was orange and black.
That's a robin.
Get out of here. Robins are red and black.
That was red and black.
That was bright orange. Leave your opinion in the comment section. If anyone's made it this far, because we're just walking down a path to nowhere. See, it's all swampy out here, so the inside must be really bad. And someone was driving through here. This is ridiculous. This looks more like a four-wheeler, though. That makes sense. Unlike the car. Wow. Civilization that way. So we're going to go that way. Hope we can find our way back. What do we have? Sure wasn't Sasquatch. We need something more impressive than a squirrel, alright? Garbage doesn't count. Down tree, down tree. Infestation of gnats, awesome. Not as bad as by Teddy Roosevelt, by that beach by Sagamore Hill. That was the worst I've ever seen, worse than Polana. Ooh. More tracks. This is car tracks again. Or these are.
Probably some parks department thing.
More than likely, because I can't see anyone driving back here for any other purpose.
Some body.
Yeah, maybe. Not that we condone body dumping. Gotta be careful. Especially with our last name, we get stereotyped. Oh, damn gnats. People getting hot and heavy. Let's turn the camera this way. Thought we were by ourselves. Oh, sidewalk. Where did this come from?
Probably with pieces over there were.
Guess so. Let's go back to the dirt. Ow. I just hit my ear. That was awesome. Don't think I got them, and I hope I didn't. I don't want anyone's personal sexual history on my family-friendly YouTube videos. Whew. Look at this one. There's really nothing exciting in here except for the fact that it exists in the middle of Queens. Keep finding these fun little spots. Well, at least there's no alien pond or alien pod like in that fake park. What was that one called?
I don't remember.
It was over in Whitestone. Awesome.
walk around here.
Yeah, go around the perimeter. That's where that smell's coming from. You hear the people coughing? That's why it smells like some ganja out here. Woo, that's some strong stuff. Jesus, guys. Alright. Come to another fork in the road. Which way are we going?
This here. We're gonna get out.
I don't know how we're going to find our way back. We're going to have to watch the video to figure it out. And then we have to find the car after we find our way out.
I know where the car is from there.
Very true. We can't just GPS it. Oh, so that doesn't matter. We know exactly where the parking point is, so...
As long as we get out of the park.
Yeah, exactly. Just know that we're fairly...
Fancy section.
Oh, we're getting to the fancy section?
I don't know if we are. We took the right move. Turn.
That I couldn't tell you. Flying blind right now. No coordinates or direction.
Looks like we're...
It is. Okay, little squirrel. It was a rare North American chupacabra.
From the playground.
Ooh, civilization.
No. I want to get to this.
Alright. Guess that's it for this way. We have to try and find our way back, because I have no clue where we are.
We're closer to the parking lot now. Nowhere near.
Alrighty. Well, if you stuck with us, thank you for going with us on a tour of nothing and on the path to nowhere.
What's that, Reagan?
Until next time, peace!